first streaming experiences and what you've learned over time. I thought no, I don't think I told you. Is it in my highlights? It's probably not in my highlights. Probably something new to ask. You're right. I don't think I've properly gone through that. In fact, I'm not gonna do like a rain check for the entire stream. I want to get through this chapter real quick, and I will get right to that question. Because I don't want to cut down to the wire of this event again, because I've done that before. This sucks. Without a doubt. But yeah, I got you, Flame. Oh, shoot! I have to stop right there. I remember what I just said. I said after this chapter, I am doing Flame's story. So, I apologize to those that were in waiting, or those that got bored and had to dip out. I understand. To those y'all that are still here, I got you now. So, story time of my first, what was it again? My first experience? Yeah, my first streaming experiences and what I've learned over time. My first streaming experience, it's almost a decade ago. Oh, actually, it is like a decade or so ago. Maybe, no, because no. I started in about, I think my first recorded stream was 2013. And I tried to get things working around 2012-ish. But my first few streams was off a, at the time, high-end laptop that was able to handle gameplay and streaming at the same time. I streamed on Twitch underneath this URL. Well, under a different name. It wasn't Karakunios. But Deuce was still there. And I streamed, as I've always stated, we can play some music. As I've always stated, I was an Elsword streamer. I played a lot of Elsword specifically, and I always tried to stream every Saturday because I tried to balance my college work and my and just having fun with friends. The balance slowly teetered towards having fun with friends rather than college, but every Saturday I spent some time just playing Elsword, be it PvP with viewers or just playing PvE and just running through the game. I enjoyed those times a lot. Chat was always cool. You always tend to run into new people because, hey, a decade ago, streaming was not the mainstream thing to do. Ha, 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 stream pun. But it wasn't the most poppin' thing. And not too many people were on Twitch. It was a little more possible to be discovered and such. So there were random people that would come into my streams. And a lot of them would say, why do you stream Elsword on Saturday? Everyone's on playing the game. No one's watching a stream at the time. I didn't care. I was having fun, and people that came through was having fun. Whether it was just beating me up or whether we were just laughing at random things together. By no means I was big. By no means I was someone that was in, like, what do they call it? The Kobo crew? I believe a fellow VFGC VTuber was in the Kobo crew, but I don't know if they still bring that up or not. I'll probably ask them if I ever get the chance one day. But I was flying a banner of like some Steam group. I think they were called the Heroes of Elerios, which is, you know, the world of Elsword. And it was really nice. It was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. And the other game that I streamed on the side was League of Legends. So I streamed Elsword, League of Legends, and sometimes whatever other game that I could. And when I used to have a capture card, I used to stream Persona 4 Arena, Ultimax, And those were great times. I really enjoyed them. You can find like one clip from Persona 4 Arena Ultimax of mine all the way on my YouTube, and it's deep in the confines of there. But it's there and it exists. And just what I've learned over time in terms of streaming, and I can't say I've learned much of anything, admittedly. The things that I've learned is that if you go into streaming wanting all the glitz and glamour and make it big and famous, and you want to be friends with all the high names and high profiles, there are times where you may find yourself more disappointed than intrigued. And there's also the whole viewpoint of how those bigger names could possibly see you. There are some folks that will, they genuinely keep you at arm's length because you know it's parasocial minded that you're kind of relating to them and such. And I want to try and keep that boundary there. It's like, hey, on one hand we're boys, but at the same hand we're not. I don't mean that for like all my viewers, like my VIPs and shit. Y'all the homies, don't get me wrong. I try and treat everyone with the same energy I would treat someone in person. And I treat everyone like they're a friend I've not seen in a while. But of course, I have to keep that differentiating. Like, I have to keep in mind that if I'm doing this is not that it's not that we're actually our friends like right off the bat. So there are a lot of people that I do admire, and they probably do not see me they do not see me as a potential friend, but probably as someone who's blind and parasocial whatever, when in reality it's like I'm kind of well aware of that fact. I admire what you do. If I could ever be your homie, cool, but I'm just gonna be over here doing my thing. And if we ever were to meet and you find me cool enough to actually be in your inner circle and such, I'm here for it. One of my old goals, and it's technically still a goal that's set as a VTuber for me, or as a streamer in general, is that I can be friends with anyone I want to be. And I personally feel like I have that ability to be friends with anyone that wants to be friends with me. Note the way that I said that. They have to want to be friends with me for us to be friends. And I do what I can for those that I care for. So if I'm catching obvious signs that you do not care for me, I treat you accordingly. And there's a lot of people that, that can try and take advantage of that. I have to be triple careful all the time, and it's not easy because it's very easy to gain my trust. I know I'm a trusting person, and I know it has bit me in the ass a lot. But regardless, that's kind of like the main thing that I learned, was just that as much as you want to be friends with everyone, that's probably not going to happen. But you'll never be fully prepared to, you'll have every contingency plotted out for your streams. As you're streaming, it's like there's going to be fuck up upon fuck up, and there will be days where you just do not want to stream, and it's okay to take those days off. Doesn't matter if you're in the non 100 percentile, doesn't matter if you're in the 1 percentile. I know some people genuinely has to do this for their living and for their job. Fuck. That's all I can say. It's like, that has to be a headache, and I feel absolutely terrible for them. But to a good deal of us, especially in this day and age, we're all streaming, we're all trying to get over it, and we're all, admittedly, someone's trying to get one leg up, or someone is genuinely doing it just for the love and fun of doing it. I constantly battle between, I want to say, all three archetypes of It'd be nice to make it big, but I'm trying to have fun with this. But it's hard to have fun with this when I think about what it takes to really have fun with this. To the people that do things alone, I salute you, because making art, making schedules, making content for every other social media, and actually having a schedule, adhering to said schedule, and adhering to like scheduled posts while fighting the algorithm, you guys are saints. You definitely knock it out there. I part of me wants to try, but overall I just want to send transmissions when I can, and I want you guys to have fun when you rock with me. Even if there are days where it's like I only have 1 or 2 viewers, you guys still hear me muttering things because I'm really good at talking to myself. And also, whether you're a lurker or an active chatter, I do appreciate y'all pulling up and rolling through. I don't even care if you got me on mute. I don't care if you're not hearing me right now. The fact that you even considered to come through for a second is more than enough for me, and I appreciate that greatly. So, with just the biggest takeaway of what I've learned over time is just enjoy the shits, man. Genuinely enjoy what you do, and you'll never feel like you've blown yourself up, burned yourself out, and blown yourself up, burn yourself out from just content creating, or just whether you're doing VTubing or just a streamer in general. Just for the love of God, love yourself. Like, love yourself and appreciate whatever small steps that may come. It doesn't even matter if it's like, I got 1 extra viewer this stream. Own that shit, win that shit, and flex it. And just try and have fun with this stuff, because you can very easily burn yourself out and find yourself wondering, it's been months, why haven't I streamed? And in all honesty, it's either the fear of missing out or just trying to keep up with everyone. Not everyone can do it. Do not force that on yourself. Please don't force that on yourself. I can't stress that enough. But yeah, though that is my first streaming experience, and technically what I've learned over time. I'm not sure if you're still here, Flame, but there's your story time. Sorry if it sounds a bit preachy at the end.